Hey, welcome back. My name's Kalen Kennedy and this is Making Sawdust. This week's video ought to be pretty quick, just going to do an upgrade to my shop lighting. I've been living with these lights for 4.5 years and they are infuriating. You can tell one of them doesn't even work. It's not the light bulb, it is the fixture. Also, since I started making these videos, I've been using this lamp to try and dispel some of the shadows in the corners. Well, I've got 6 new units I'm going to put up, and the great thing is they just plug into an outlet. So I'm going to replace the fixtures that I have with an outlet and then plug the new ones into that. They are LED, so they are going to be amazing. Let's get to it.
There were a few things I had to take off the ceiling first. Alright, now I could get to work. Just had to figure out exactly where I wanted the lights to go, and then I would mark 2 positions for the mounting screws. For my lights, they were about 46 and 7/8 inches apart, but read the directions for your lights and it should work out okay. I did have to leave about in between 1/8 of an inch and 1/16 of an inch of the threads exposed. That was the tricky part. Here you can see I'm trying to put the light up, but I got to take it back down and adjust how much of that thread is exposed. It took a few tries, but eventually I got it. Then just repeat the whole process. Mark out where the screws are going to go, pre-drill, and then put the screws in. You'll notice I left about 2 feet of space in between the lights. That was just to help get better dispersion of light in the workshop. And then here I am putting in the 3rd and 4th lights. I had to move the lumber rack out of the way, and that actually kind of put it in the way anytime I had to go find something. Marking out the distance in between the screws, pre-drilling, putting the screws in. Working a little bit to make sure the depth is right so the fixture fits on there snugly. Here I had to use an extension cord to connect the 2 lights together. The cord that came on the lights was about 5 feet long, and of course the distance in between those 2 lights was about 5 feet 2 inches. Had another one of those weird brackets I had to take out of the ceiling. Really interested if anybody knows what they're for.
Alright, let's see if we can do a test. This is the shop with 4 of the new LED lights. And this is the shop with the old fluorescent light bulbs.
Gotta get that sawdust. Alright, now I'm going to take the light bulbs out and start removing the housing from the electrical part of the fixture. It was 4 panels clipped in, so it wasn't too hard to get out. Then undo the wiring, make sure you've turned off the circuit breaker before you do this part. These 2 fixtures were wired together, so it was just one line coming in. Then remove the screws that are holding the fixtures, in this case to a 2x4 that was nailed into the joists. It'd be helpful to have another set of hands when you're taking these down. They're 8 feet long, but it can be done all by yourself.
Now that that's done, I can get back to work and show you how to wire up an outlet. Alright, we just barely lucked out. This is the last outlet I got. Need to go buy another 10-pack. Strip some of the insulation off the wires, both the white and the black. Curl the wire around using your needle nose pliers. And then here's the important part. Make sure that the black wire goes to the brass screw, the white wire goes to the silver screw, and the bare wire goes to the green screw. When you put the wire on there, try and make sure that the wire is wrapped clockwise around the screw. That way when you tighten the screw down, it'll tighten the wire down.
If you don't do this every day, it can take a little bit of time to get all the wires on the screws. And then it can also take some time to get all those wires pushed up in the box.
Now that the circuit breaker's back on, let's see if the outlet works. Success! 2 more lights and this project is done. Well, they're all up. I think it's brighter than it used to be. Might change the layout and I might add 2 more lights. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Next week I'm going to try and make a wooden mallet out of this piece of maple that's left over from my kitchen doors. Enjoy your weekend and get out there and make some sawdust. So, blah 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 blah. Is this thing on?